Yeah, Diablo du Rouet, lightly raced sort of offensive, lightly racing total, in fact, for Nicky Henderson and Jerry McGrath. Lands that novice's handicap chase in very good fashion, and he looks a horse with a bit of a future. It wasn't an uncompetitive race, that, and he's beaten some well-regarded horses in emphatic fashion, although, of course, the handicapper will have a chance to get his measure. We're heading back to Fakenham next. The 3:30 is the fourth on their card. It's a novice's hurdle, run over 2 miles ago without number 1. That's Ace Cheetah, and it looks, I think, principally to be between Red Force 1 and Notre Paris. Notre Paris is currently the 6-5 favourite for Ollie Murphy and JP McManus. Barry Geraghty riding this one. Red Force 1 at 13-8 for Paul Nicholls and Harry Cobden. It's 11-2 then North of the Wall. 12-1 about Eva's Diva. A little bit of money for that one. 25-1 bar. We'll be back soon with a betting update and commentary from Fakenham.
Yes, welcome back then as we go live to Fakenham once more. The runners are beginning to assemble down at the start for race number 4 in the card. We continue with the novices hurdle over the 2-mile trip and a field of 6 runners in opposition here. Notre Paris is the 5-4 favourite, representing Ollie Murphy, and surely significant that Barry Geraghty is here for the ride in the JP Silks on board this twice-raced Gil, the son of Jeremy. Ran second in a point-to-point before finishing third of 15 on his rules debut at Warwick back in April, and is the 5-4 favourite to build on that promising run. He takes on Red Force 1, who's got a fairly similar profile. He's had a couple of starts to date over timber, and had quite a high rating on the flat as well. It's pretty useful on the level for Paul Nicholls and Harry Cobden. He's already got an official mark of 125, so he sets a fair old standard, and he's been nicely supported as well, and from 15-8. 5-1 then for North of the Wall, and it's 14-1 and Bigger the Rest as the runners fell forward towards the tapes. Notre Paris, the 5-4 favourite, but good money seen for Red Force 1. He's got a reasonable level of ability on the flat as well, rated in the high 80s on the level. So if you can translate that form to hurdling, then he's going to be a pretty decent prospect during the winter months. We'll soon find out as the runners walk forward towards the tapes. So let's take in the call from Fakenham.
Yeah, runners walking up. Eva's Diva quite keen to get on with it.
InPlay.
Looks like she's going to lead them when the tapes do come up. Just edging slowly towards the starter here. Still walking in. And now he's let them go. And indeed, Eva's Diva does jump off in front. Heading towards the first of 9 flights of hurdles for this 2-mile novices hurdle. Eva's Diva leading the way to the grey Red Force 1. That's to the inside of Painted Cliffs as they reach this first obstacle. Jumping in 4th place was North of the Wall. That's just in front of Notre Paris. And the back marker as they take the left-handed turn is See the City. So Eva's Diva, the only mare in the race, leads towards flight number 2 under Sam Lee by about a length and a half to Red Force 1 and Harry Cobden as they come to this flight, and over it they go. Red Force 1 jumped it particularly fluently. On the outside, showing in 3rd spot, that's North of the Wall, who's just in front of Painted Cliffs. And then See the City, who's relegated the favourite Notre Paris to be the back marker. Barry Geraghty make the trip over to ride to this one, and heading down towards the next flight. So this is going to be their 3rd. It's over on the far side. Eva's Diva jumps it okay by a couple of lengths to Red Force 1 in 2nd. Then North of the Wall from Painted Cliffs, See the City and Notre Paris. So another left-handed turn, constantly on the turn here, and it's Eva's Diva who shows by a couple to Red Force 1, and then about 3 more to Painted Cliffs, who's now come to dispute 3rd place alongside North of the Wall, and then Notre Paris and See the City again, just relegated to be the back marker, but only about 4 lengths covering them as they take this turn. So they've gone a circuit now, And it's Eva's Diva by a length and a half lead. Red Force 1 in second. North of the Wall is third. And the other three virtually in a line. Up the home straight again. And coming to the flight to be last next time. On this occasion, Eva's Diva has about a 2-length lead. Red Force 1's been very efficient over his hurdles. He shows in second, North of the Wall third, then Painted Cliffs, Notre Paris just lobbing around on the back of the leaders at the moment, although just didn't handle the turn that well, and Barry Geraghty just gives a shake of the reins there, so perhaps not all well at the moment with the favourite as they go off on their final circuit. So 4 flights to jump. Eva's Diva's gone on again by about 3 lengths, jumped that well. Red Force 1 in second, Notre Paris being asked to take closer order by Barry Geraghty. He's doing so, moved into third. On the inside of North of the Wall, Painted Cliffs is struggling to go with them, and See the City tailed off. So onto the back straight for the final time, and approaching now the third last. Eva's Diva's made all to this point. Red Force 1 travelling smoothly, switches to the outside to close the gap. Notre Paris, you get the feeling, not going quite as well. He's made a bad blunder there. It's a great recovery from Barry Geraghty. He's lost his irons, and he's still not lost that much momentum, and he's in touch still. He'd looked down for all the world, but he's not, and he's still going. And meanwhile, Eva's Diva has kicked on again by a couple of lengths. Red Force 1 in second. Scrubbed along then is North of the Wall, and likewise Notre Paris. Here's the second last. Eva's Diva with the leader just over a length, made a blunder, and Red Force 1 is cantering at the moment, and certainly Harry Cobden's oozing confidence. Barry Geraghty getting very animated, gives a reminder to Notre Paris, but he looks cooked after that blunder. North of the Wall is sticking to the task, but into the home straight they come. Red Force 1, Harry Cobden takes a look over his shoulder, and he sees that Eva's Diva is now under strong pressure. Likewise North of the Wall. Now he says go to Red Force 1. He's moved on by a length and a half here, coming down to the final flight of hurdles. North of the Wall's moved into second. Leader didn't take the last 2 well, but he's away with a 2.5, maybe 3-length lead. And it's Red Force 1 who's going to go on to score here. Look the winner all over and lands the spoils from North of the Wall in second. Eva's Diva was third, and Notre Paris does complete, but a disappointing fourth.